Hello, it's Slingshot, and today's Marvel Cinematic Movie commentary, The Avengers. Thanks for coming, let's get started. So, in the meaning of what's great and what superheroes are, the team-up of certain superheroes seem to be the most iconic thing to ever be put on film, especially those of Marvel. Now, when you think about this, there's a lot of things that you can take away from such a thing like the ability to make superheroes appear on screen and make it believable. See, the Avengers hold the grayscale of what's believable towards what's imaginary. Now, the thing is, when you think about S.H.I.E.L.D. or the Avengers in conjunction with S.H.I.E.L.D., it's an organization with an organization that leads up to being one of the probable movies to ever hit the screen in that of 2012. Now, when you think about this movie, and think about the spirit of the movie, what comes to mind? For me, it's honor, valor, and teamwork. Those three things lead into what the Avengers are entirely. Not comprising of, in this movie at least, Iron Man, Captain America, Hulk, Hawkeye, Black Widow, Thor, and so much more along the way. There seems to be something that's great in terms of what it means to be an Avenger, what it means to have that Avenger's sake, and what it means to be in the head of said Avenger when under attack. See, the thing is, when they're working together, they get stuff done. When they're working together, they realize the power of each other when together at all times. The mind, the body, the soul. And that's what we're going to get into. What are the nooks and crannies are going into this? And why is it important to us? Well, let's go into detail. You have to be brave. You have to be strong. You have to be willing to sacrifice whatever you're willing to sacrifice for the greater good of the world. The Avengers are the team Barry of the world. They're the team works for the world. They help the world out in such cases as crimes against humanity, or alien invasions, or any other thing you can think of. See, the thing is, when you look at the Avengers, you look at them as a sightseer for what's real and true in terms of what people think and know and are feeling about the Avengers. People love this movie. People love these movies. So how can you keep that up with the idea of teamwork, honor, and valor? Well, here's the thing. When you think about Avengers as a whole, it's a movie that ends up being iconic on its own. Because the comic books that precede it are iconic in themselves. So when you bring that to the movie screen, people go bonkers. And they love these characters so much that they're willing to sacrifice their time and their money to see these movies entirely, whether they be good or bad. See, the thing is, when you think about this movie, and you think about the characters, the one thing that I can dissect into is the idea of three subjects: honor, valor, and teamwork. And that's three of the things that end up being one of the biggest things that you can ever see in a movie such as this. Now, what does that mean for you and I? What does that mean for you and I? Well, application, of course. So, when we think about this movie, what does that have to do with us? Well, here's the thing. Do you believe in teamwork? Do you believe in honor? Do you believe in valor? Because these are superheroes that are willing to try anything and do anything for the greater good of humanity. Now, we don't all have to be superheroes. We don't all have to fall under the superhero train. But we can reflect that in your communities. What are you doing to help your community out? What are you doing to help your household out? What are you doing to help the people who need help? And how is that reflected off of you? See, the thing is, being a superhero is not just a super suit. Being a superhero is not just being a superhero in terms of responsibilities of being a superhero. A superhero or a hero could be something as simple as finding the things that nobody is willing to find, doing the things that nobody's willing to do, and helping out the community and such so. So, what it means for you and I, we can all be one team in terms of valor, honor, and teamwork. Just like the superheroes we find in Avengers. And we can do it in our own communities, in our own neighborhoods. Thank you for coming to the application. Let's move forward. Thank you for coming along, sir. Thank you for coming to the Marvel movie review commentary. There are more commentaries in the future, so keep an eye out for those. Also, thank you for over 100 subscribers. I really appreciate it. But here's the mission. The mission is 1,000 subscribers. You guys can help me get there by hitting the share, like, and subscribe button right on the screen. Also by hitting that bell. Leave a comment if you can too. Thank you again, and peace.